Imagine, just for a moment, that it's 2015. The world is a slightly different place and cryptocurrency is still largely a mystery to most. Now, picture this. You've got a spare $100 lying around, maybe left over from a birthday gift or a lucky find in your old jeans. You decide to toss that $100 at something that everyone around you, including the so-called experts, thought was nothing more than a joke, a passing fad, a complete waste of money. They laugh, they scoff, they tell you you're throwing your money away. This joke is a digital coin, a cryptocurrency, but not just any cryptocurrency. This one has a Shiba Inu dog as its mascot, Dogecoin. It seems absurd, frivolous, and utterly unserious. That tiny, almost laughable bet, that insignificant sum of money that you risked on something so seemingly ridiculous, could have, against all odds, transformed into a life-altering, paradigm-shifting, unbelievable fortune. A fortune that could have rewritten your future. We're not just idly speculating about doubling your money or even tripling it. That would be nice, of course, but we're talking about something far more extraordinary. We're talking about multiplying it thousands upon thousands of times over, turning a mere $100 into hundreds of thousands or even millions. A return that defies logic and challenges conventional wisdom. This isn't some far-fetched fantasy pulled from a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not some hypothetical scenario cooked up in a boardroom. This is a documented reality. It actually happened in the real world with Dogecoin. The numbers don't lie, and the stories are out there. Regular, everyday people, just like you and me, people who took a chance on something unconventional, saw their initial $100 investments grow exponentially, transforming into hundreds of thousands of dollars, a sum that most people only dream of accumulating. For some, that initial investment ballooned into millions of dollars, creating overnight millionaires and changing lives forever. So, the burning question remains, why did so many of us, myself included, completely ignore this incredible opportunity? What prevented us from taking that leap of faith? FOMO, that nagging, persistent fear of missing out on something big, hits incredibly hard, doesn't it? It stings with a particular intensity when you finally realize the magnitude of what could have been, the potential fortune that slipped through your fingers. Today, we're not just going to dwell on the regret, we're going to dissect and analyze exactly how Dogecoin, against all expectations, transformed from a simple internet meme into a vehicle for creating millionaires. We'll delve into the psychology behind why so many of us missed out, exploring the biases and cognitive traps that prevented us from seeing the potential. And most importantly, we'll examine what other potentially life-changing opportunities might be lurking, hidden in plain sight. Opportunities that are right in front of us, waiting to be discovered and acted upon right now. So let's do the math, crunch the numbers, and understand the mechanics of this incredible phenomenon. Let's explore the mindset, challenge our assumptions, and understand the psychological factors that influence our investment decisions. And let's ask ourselves the crucial question, will you be the one to spot the next big thing, the next Dogecoin, the next opportunity to change your life? Or will you dismiss it, laugh it off, and let another potentially life-altering opportunity pass you by? Let's get into it, dive deep, and unlock the secrets to spotting the next big thing. Dogecoin. It's a name that's become synonymous with internet culture and the wild world of cryptocurrency. But where did it all begin? What exactly is Dogecoin? Well, the story starts back in 2013. Dogecoin started in 2013 as a joke, conceived by software engineers Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer. These two weren't necessarily trying to create the next big thing in finance. They wanted to poke fun at the seriousness of Bitcoin and the burgeoning cryptocurrency scene. Bitcoin was already taking itself very seriously, attracting investors and sparking debates about the future of money. Dogecoin was designed to be the antithesis of all that, to be friendly, accessible, and make crypto approachable to the average internet user. They wanted to create something that was less intimidating and more fun. Their mascot, the viral Doge meme, a Shiba Inu with goofy Comic Sans captions. This meme had already taken the internet by storm, and it perfectly encapsulated the lighthearted, irreverent spirit they were aiming for. Dogecoin was never meant to be scarce or valuable. It wasn't designed to be a store of wealth or a serious investment vehicle. Instead, it was based on Litecoin, another cryptocurrency that, while more established than Dogecoin, was still relatively niche at the time. This meant it had a huge supply and fast mining times, making it easy to acquire and circulate. The idea was simple: make a fun, abundant coin for tipping and sharing online. A digital currency that could be used to reward creators, support online communities, and generally spread joy across the internet. It was dismissed as a parody, a fleeting internet joke that would quickly fade into obscurity. It was definitely not considered a serious investment by anyone in the traditional financial world, but that's exactly why it thrived, because it wasn't trying to be anything more than what it was. No pressure, just community and fun. It fostered a sense of camaraderie and lightheartedness that was often missing in the more serious corners of the crypto space. It grew quietly, organically, fueled by the enthusiasm of its online community. It was largely ignored by big investors and regulators, operating under the radar of the traditional financial system. Dogecoin's roots in internet culture, its embrace of memes and its strong online community, set the stage for its explosive rise in popularity and value years later. Sometimes the joke is on everyone else, and Dogecoin proved that a lighthearted idea could capture the imagination of the internet and even disrupt the financial world. Here's the painful math. In early 2015, Dogecoin traded at $0.0002. $100 would have bought you 500,000 Dogecoins. Back then it felt like a novelty, 500,000 coins for pocket change. Most people forgot about them. But by May 2021, Dogecoin hit 73 cents. Your $100 would have been worth $365,000. Even now, in August 2025 with Dogecoin at 45 cents, that's $225,000. That's a 224,900% return. All from a single silly bet. The numbers are staggering, and real. Sometimes the most ridiculous ideas pay off the most. The only catch? You had to believe before anyone else did. Dogecoin's value is tied to internet culture. Memes like Doge were inside jokes for online communities. Dogecoin became a symbol, a way to be in on the joke. Its community wasn't investors, but meme lovers and creators. They used Dogecoin for fun, sponsoring Olympic teams, NASCAR drivers, and online tipping. The more people shared the meme, the stronger the community grew. Dogecoin became the internet's mascot. Fun, positive, and grassroots. It didn't need marketing, it had memes. As social media exploded, so did Dogecoin's reach. It was never just about money, it was about being part of something bigger. Dismissing Dogecoin was the logical move. It was a parody, with unlimited supply and no real development team. Serious investors saw it as digital confetti, not digital gold. The project looked abandoned, with its creators gone and only a handful of volunteers left. Mainstream media and financial experts called it a bubble, a scam, a joke within a joke. In a world already skeptical of crypto, Dogecoin was the punchline. For years, its price barely moved and holders looked foolish. But then, the joke turned serious. Suddenly those who laughed were left watching from the sidelines. Dogecoin's rise proved that sometimes the crowd is wrong. The lesson? Don't underestimate the power of community, or a good meme. Today nobody's laughing at Dogecoin holders. Dogecoin's explosion came from a perfect storm of hype. Elon Musk's tweets turned the coin into a global sensation overnight. Every mention sent prices soaring. He called it the people's crypto. Other celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Mark Cuban joined in, amplifying the buzz. Social media platforms like Reddit and TikTok fueled the frenzy, making Dogecoin the ultimate meme asset. News coverage brought in even more buyers, creating a viral feedback loop. The price became detached from fundamentals. It was all about momentum and culture. Dogecoin wasn't just a coin, it was a movement. In the age of viral trends, hype can be more powerful than logic. Let's put $225,000 in perspective. That's enough to wipe out debt, put a down payment on a house, or fund a dream project. It could mean quitting a job you hate, traveling, or starting a business. You could pay for college, invest for the future, or simply buy peace of mind. All from a $100 bet on a meme. The contrast is striking, a forgotten dinner, or a life-changing windfall. Dogecoin's story is a reminder. Sometimes the smallest risks have the biggest rewards. The pain of missing out is real, but so is the lesson. What will you do with your next $100? Why did almost everyone miss Dogecoin? Our brains are wired to avoid risk and follow the crowd. Loss aversion makes us fear losing more than we desire to win. Social proof tells us to trust the experts and ignore the outliers. Turning $100 into $225,000 sounds too good to be true, so we dismiss it. We're taught wealth comes slowly, not overnight. When the crowd laughs, it's hard to go against them. Missing out creates regret and FOMO, sometimes leading to reckless bets later. The real lesson: recognize when your instincts are holding you back from asymmetric opportunities. Sometimes the best bets look ridiculous, until they aren't. The allure of striking it rich with the next viral cryptocurrency is undeniable. We've all seen the stories, the overnight millionaires, the seemingly absurd coins that defy all logic and skyrocket in value. So naturally, the question on everyone's mind is, what's the next Dogecoin? What's that hidden gem waiting to explode onto the scene? But before you dive headfirst into the world of meme coins and altcoins, heed this warning. Be careful. The crypto market can be a thrilling yet treacherous landscape. For every winner, for every individual who manages to time the market perfectly and cash out with a fortune, thousands of coins go to zero. They vanish into the digital ether, leaving investors with nothing but empty wallets and a harsh lesson learned. The crypto world, while innovative and exciting, is also unfortunately full of scams. It's littered with rug pulls, pump and dump schemes, and countless failed projects that promised the moon but delivered nothing but disappointment. Therefore, a golden rule to always remember is, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Treat any investment in meme coins or high-risk altcoins as speculative ventures, not guaranteed paths to riches. That being said, if you're determined to explore this exciting space, look for projects with strong communities. A dedicated and engaged community can be a powerful indicator of a project's potential longevity and success. And also keep an eye out for cultural momentum, the buzz, the excitement, the feeling that a project is capturing the zeitgeist. This is what propelled coins like Dogecoin to unexpected heights. Today, the landscape is even more crowded. There are tens of thousands of coins vying for attention, each promising to be the next big thing. And with so many options, everyone's searching, sifting, and hoping to uncover the next big thing before anyone else does. In this fast-paced environment, hype comes faster than ever before, and with that increased speed, the risk is inevitably higher. But the real takeaway isn't to blindly chase every meme coin that pops up on your radar. Instead, it's to develop the ability to spot asymmetric bets, those rare opportunities where you can take small, calculated risks with the potential for a huge upside. So, ask yourself, what's being dismissed today? What ideas, technologies, or communities are being overlooked or undervalued? Because those very things could be tomorrow's phenomenon, the next disruptive force that reshapes the landscape. Stay curious, stay cautious, do your own research, and never stop learning. And maybe, just maybe, you'll catch the next wave and ride it to success. What do you think it is? What hidden gems are you keeping an eye on? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. I'm eager to hear what you think.